Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics and welcome to today's walk around video. Now this of course is a Morris Minor. It's a 1098, so it's like a series 3 I guess of the iterations of the Morris Minors. So the one with the largest engine, and this is getting towards the production of the Morris Minors because they only really lasted to 1971, so as Morris Minors go, this is a very late one. The colour's called Pete. This car had been fully restored when my customer, where the car come from, bought it about 12 years ago. So clearly a good paint job, because it wouldn't look like this after 12 years if it was full of filler, and definitely isn't. It's rock solid underneath. Any repairs that needed to be done were done back then, and the car is fully undersealed. It comes in a popular 4-door format. For some reason, we don't see as many 4 doors as we do 2 doors, and people like the idea of the 4-door cars. It's pretty much a standard car, except that it has had a disc brake conversion. So virtually new disc brakes and calipers on the back, and it looks literally as if it's just very recently been done, and it's been done in the last 6 months, I'm told. So better braking than when it left the factory. And otherwise you would have noticed a pair of YPAC period spotlights on the front of the car here, which look very smart, and they operate when the car is in main beam. So excellent bodywork, lovely inside. It's a contrasting colour of a nice red interior with this peat outside, and then there's a stripe down the side. It's very clean under the engine bay. The engine is a correct colour green. That looks as if that's maintained that since its restoration work. It looks really good, and it drives ever so well. Now the 1098 is the pick of the engines, as in it's more likely to keep up with modern traffic. It's just that little more powerful than the earlier Morris Minors. Now the sort of ones in the middle had a 1098, and the very early ones were an 803. So it's the easiest engine size to live with, let's put it that way. So bodywork wise, I'm going to have a look around the car and I'll point out any imperfections. We just have a nice little bit of light rain here just to make my job even easier. Lovely chrome through the front. That good condition grille, which is the same ivory colour as the wheels are painted, so that's always a nice contrast. Of course, that Morris badge. And I'm going to slowly walk around the car and point anything out. That front wing is in excellent order, as is the driver's side door, passenger side door, and then the rear wing, all in excellent order. I did notice there's a bit of discoloration here on this particular panel, but it doesn't detract from the overall car. I just point it out as I walk around. Excellent paintwork on the boot lid, and the front and rear bumper are excellent, as are the chrome. The rear side wing is in good order, with just a little mark here and a little scrape down here, but otherwise very solid. The passenger rear door and the driver's door, unfortunately a little ding. It looks like someone's opened their door onto that. And then the front wing, looking round. I'm sorry for this dusting of damp. We've got a little light shower, but hopefully my video gives you the impression of just how sharp the bodywork is. Let's see if these doors are open to give me a chance to have a look around. That's handy. Lovely door cards, lovely seating here, just a little nick in this back seat here. Lovely carpets in excellent condition, seat belts fitted. A good time to get inside, especially when it's raining. Not a great deal to see in regards to instrumentation in a Morris Minor, but this one, here's the 90,000 miles, a stack of paperwork with this car. Here's a basic controls just to operate the lights, the wipers, the choke, and that button there. If you pump it, it makes the that's what makes the washer jets work. And then a heater, which has got a switch underneath for turning the fan on. Very basic. An indicator which lights up at the end if you're going left or right. And then down next to the clutch pedal there, over here in fact, is how you flash the main beam. And that's it. A little glove box, and it's lovely that it's even got its original owner's handbook. Simple inside, lovely basic seating, 4-speed gearbox of course. Down here somewhere is where I would be pulling, which I've just done there, and that's going to open the bonnet. So let's have a little look under the engine bay while we're here. Ooh. We don't see as many 4-door versions as we do the 2-door, and they're the ones that people ask me for the most, so we're quite lucky to have a 4-door example in. And I'm just trying to open the front bonnet with one hand here, which I can usually do, and here we are. So nice solid inner wings here. That's the correct colour engine down there. Can you see that dark green? There's its dynamo here, radiator, all very solid under the bonnet. By no means a greasy engine, and it's all nice and clean under the engine bay. So there's that 1098 A series engine, and that's how I open and close by pushing that one forward. Let's bring that down, and then a push to shut, like so. Well folks, I hope you've enjoyed today's walk around video, and just to recap, showing 90,000 miles, a Morris Minor, we call it a Series 3 with a 1098 engine from 1970, previously fully restored car in excellent order. It drives especially well. Disc brake conversion on the front, and they are virtually new. I've done a separate video for the undercarriage. It's all rock solid and painted underneath, all in great order. And this one is in stock, waiting to go. We can part exchange your existing modern, classic, or even light commercial vehicle. We're based in the North Hampshire countryside. We have a railway station not so far away. All our cars come with a thorough pre-delivery inspection. Our own trained motor engineers will make sure this car is set up and in tip-top order for when you either collect it or we deliver it anywhere in the UK for a reasonable price. We just need to know your postcode. So please do get in touch with any questions you may have regarding this beautiful little Morris Minor from 1970. She's in stock today, and if you'd like any further information, please get in touch through the usual channels. Well, that's Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out.